and say that he's worth £200, that's really where his value lies.
Milton Keynes was designed around the car, so making the most of this is our classic car buff Martyn Moore, who's out taking a spin.
It's a 1923 Daimler D16 Landaulette. Tell me how you came to acquire it.
I actually saw the car advertised in an old car magazine. A widow was actually wanting to dispose of the vehicle.
Any vehicle of this kind of age usually has a survival story. Are there any great survival stories attached to this one?
In the 1920s, it had been taken out of use and left in a garage until the outbreak of war, where vehicles were required to actually be stood in fields to stop the German bombers from landing. The only problem is having stood outside for so many years, that it of course deteriorated somewhat, causing woodworm in the body and various other structural problems.
How long did it take you to restore?
From the day of purchase to the day of completion was 4 years in total.
Well, you've done a great job of it, and it handles the modern traffic conditions remarkably well, despite its rather idiosyncratic controls that we can see here.
The actual levers starting on the steering column, one is the mixture lever, is to regulate the amount of fuel coming in and out of the carburettor. The advance and retard is for moving your ignition, depending how fast you're moving on the road. The actual pedals on the floor are completely in reverse to anything you would find in any modern vehicle. Throttle in the middle, brake on the right-hand side. It requires a bit of thought, especially in any emergency situation where in a modern car you'd be going for your brake. In this you'd actually be putting your foot flat down on the throttle.
Well, such is life with a vintage car. 5 minutes ago we were pootling along quite happily. Here we are, quite literally broken and bleeding at the side of the road. What do you think the problem is?
We've actually lost one of the big ends. It's actually fallen to bits. I'm afraid it's not going anywhere at all. I think we'll be needing a breakdown truck for this one.
One of those things with a car like this, that even with a big end bearing broken, it doesn't affect the value of the car at all. How much did you pay for it originally?
I originally paid £5,000 for the car.
And how much do you think you spent restoring it?
Region about £10,000 in costs.
A car like this is worth in excess of about £30,000, so you'll double your money on it. Excellent. But make sure that truck driver looks after it on the back of his trailer. And good luck with the big end bearing.
I'll need it, thank you.